Hello, and welcome back to the studio. I'm Dr. Wiggo, and today we're going to be talking about Star Wars Outlaws, the new open world game from Ubisoft. It's set in the Star Wars universe. It's available on PS5, PC, and Xbox. But the PS5 version is something special, and not in a good way. And that's really what I'm going to be talking about. This is not a review. I'm not going to review the game. In fact, after you hear my story, you might figure out why I may never review this game, because I might never finish playing it because, well, there's a story. If you're into gaming or Star Wars, you were probably aware of this game because after the success of Star Wars Jedi Survivor and then Jedi Fallen Order, which were two fantastic games, but people were complaining because while they were great games and fun to play and had a great story, they were very linear. I mean, you followed a specific path, and this is an open world, and people love the open world, and Ubisoft loves the open world. Ubisoft loves the open world because they can milk you for more money. And that's what this rant is going to be about Ubisoft trying to milk us for the most money and how it came back to bite them in the ass. Well, actually it came back to bite me in the ass. Well, let's get into it, shall we? First, a little bit of background about the game. In the game, you play as Kay Vess, who's kind of a roguelike character like Han Solo, except she's a woman. And she has this cute little thing called Nyx that follows her around everywhere and does tricks and is a big part of the gameplay. Nyx is amazing. Because I played about 10 hours of this game, and I was having a good time. There's some things I didn't like. The worst one being, for some reason, they decided that when you want to interact with things, pick things up, do all that, you have to press R3, the right stick. It's annoying. Why did I buy this game? Well, I told you, I love the Jedi games with Cal Kestis, and they're fantastic, and I had a great time. No, it was a different studio. That was Respawn. This is Ubisoft, and Ubisoft doesn't have that great a reputation, and it's getting worse, as I will tell you. So the weekend before this game dropped, it dropped on Friday, August 30th. So the weekend before, I just finished up my second playthrough of Trails Through Daybreak that I highly recommend. Go buy this. My next game I had coming up was Visions of Mana, which was going to drop on like the Wednesday, the 28th. Finished that game. I don't have anything to do. School has started. I needed something to play, so I went and looked on the PlayStation Store, and Star Wars Outlaws is coming out on Friday. But if you buy one of the upgraded editions, you can start playing it 3 days early. And I don't know how they count days, but it was coming out on a Friday. It was available like Monday night, which seems to be more like 4 days. But I think it was at midnight East Coast, so technically it was Tuesday, but here it was 11, so it was a Monday. So I went ahead and bought one of the upgraded versions. Now, the base game is $70, not $60 like most games like Trails Through Daybreak and all my other games I've played. Visions of Mana, I think, is also $60. This is $70. But if you want the season pass, which will be additional content down the line in the future, but you want that 3-day early start, well, that's an extra $40. So now we're up to $110. But wait, there's more. There's an Ultimate Edition for $130. So the season pass is $40, and then the cosmetic stuff and upgrades are $20, and so you add it all together. I mean, if you bought it separately, it's still the same thing. Now I know why people don't pre-order games. Well, I haven't gotten to that part yet. So I paid the $140 plus tax, and the game downloaded and installed, and I started playing. I played it Monday night and most of Tuesday, and I got it, like I said, I got about 10, 12 hours in. I got far enough where I was in the next area and gotten through all the tutorials, most of the tutorials. These games have a lot of tutorials. Well, then Tuesday evening, I get an email from Ubisoft, and it says, well, here, let me just read it to you. I'll put it on the screen, too. To best experience the Outer Rim, we rolled out a maintenance to make sure everyone is playing the latest version of the games. As one of the players affected who had access to an older version of the game, we are aware you might be encountering some issues after this recent patch. We sincerely apologize for any inconvenience. To solve the issue, make sure you're playing version 1.0000002. Please start a new save. If you continue on the save you have, you will unfortunately face issues and progression blockers. Thank you for your understanding and continued support. Really. So the 12 hours I'd put into it, throw that away. You have to start over from the very beginning, go through the whole thing again. I was furious. Furious. I don't care about the money. I care about my time. Well, clearly I don't care about the money. I paid $140 for a $70 game. I paid like double. My time. School started. I got things to do. I can't just throw away 12 hours, which they're telling me to do. But wait, there's more. Apparently, I wasn't the only person outraged, because Wednesday afternoon, I get another email from Ubisoft says, we are following, oh, here, I'll put it up here. We are following up on the previous email we sent you regarding issues with an outdated version on PlayStation 5. By the way, this is only PlayStation 5. We fully acknowledge that asking you to start a new game is not the best experience. Oh, so you understand that throwing away, what if I had played 30 hours or 50 hours before I got their email? What are they going to offer me money back? No, not Ubisoft. They take your money and then they take it and they take it and they keep it. To make your return to the Outer Rim a little more special, we are granting you an in-game Trailblazer trinket that apparently you can like hang in your starship, as well as 100 Ubisoft Connect units to redeem for in-game rewards. Never heard of Ubisoft credits. I don't know what these things are, but apparently they have a little store where you can go buy things and you can buy. These are those microtransactions. They jack up the prices and then they try to get you to spend money on microtransactions. Again, worthless currency. It's only for buying things for this game or other Ubisoft games, which I will never play after this experience. We are actively working on putting these in your account. So apparently when they sent the email, they hadn't even done it yet. We appreciate your patience and hope you enjoy the game. As you can probably guess, I'm not going to enjoy the game. I don't have time right now. The semester has started, and Visions of Mana came out on the Wednesday, so I want to go back and play that. So I'm going to put this off and let them shake it out and let the beta testers, which apparently are the people who bought it. I will give CD Projekt Red credit, because when Cyberpunk 2077 came out and was a total disaster, they let you get your money back. I went and got a refund. I have nothing bad to say about those people. And apparently they went back and fixed the game, and people loved that game. But this game, I have heard 1,000 times, don't pre-order games. This is why. This is why you don't pre-order games. They give you early access, but then it's buggy, and then they rip things away, and then you lose all your progression and have to start over again. So while it was somewhat enjoyable game, by the way, it's also a shooter, and y'all know I don't like shooters. Although, if you play on the lower difficulties, you pretty much hit anything you aim at. Not a big fan of shooters, but I was kind of enjoying the game. I love Little Nix, this little creature that runs around, and he has a whole submenu. You hold down L2 and it pops up this whole submenu of all the things he can do. He can fetch things, he can throw switches, he can distract people, he can dance in front of security cameras to distract them while you sneak around. Yeah, it turns out this is really more of a stealth game. And I like stealth games. I mean, Horizon Zero Dawn was one of my favorite games I ever played. And it's a stealth game where you sneak around in the brush and you do all this stuff. Well, this is a stealth game, and you use Nix to help you get around things and distract people and do stuff. I was able to get through all the parts I played. I didn't get stalled anywhere. I didn't have to go look stuff up. That happens to me a lot in these kind of games where I have to go find a video where they did it so I can see what they did. Didn't have to do that. So it's not a bad game, but for me, it's now an unplayable game because I have to throw away all my progress and start over again. And it wasn't that great. Now, I mean, if you've seen, and I'm sure I've been putting up pictures while I've been talking, I mean, the landscapes are incredible. It looks like a lot of fun, but I don't know what else could go wrong. So that's my sad story. Cool new game. Thought I could really get into it. I loved the last couple of Star Wars games, again, from a different publisher. And I thought I was really going to get into this, and I kind of did. I mean, I was kind of getting there, and I'm going, well, this is kind of fun. And then I get this email. It says, nope. Throw it all away. Start over again. Because we don't give a crap about you. We got your money. Here's some trinkets. Literally a trinket. I am furious. Now, by the way, the reviews have been mostly positive. Well, not what did Metacritic call it? Generally favorable. 60s and 70s, 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10 kind of range for most of the reviews. There are a few lower, but on average, I think it's like a 75, 70. I'll put it on the screen. This video cost me $140, and I will probably make $5 on the video, so that's a net loss. So that's it for this week. I'm very disappointed in Star Wars Outlaws. I will not be going back to it. I'm going to be playing the Visions of Mana. If you're looking for a game, Trails Through Daybreak. The second will be out at the beginning of 2025. So that's my gaming update. Trails Through Daybreak, winner, winner. Visions of Mana looks good so far. Star Wars Outlaws, it was already starting at like a meh, and now with this problem on the PS5 and losing all my progress, it's a no. I'm not going to recommend it. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for stopping by. See you next time. Bye-bye. I'm going to go play Visions of Mana now because that's a game that I know works. Thanks for staying to the end. Bye-bye.